Welcome back to Let's Play Zelda Classics Stranded. I'm Nitro6003, and today we're going to take out the Arrow Cave. And yes, you do have to do this in order to proceed. So, luckily it's not very large. But you really want to have the full 99 arrows, because you're going to fight a lot of Gomas. And you're going to have quite a bit. And if worse comes to worse, if you get 2 damaged in this battle, you can always have 6. But you should really be okay at this point, because you do have the red ring and you have a level 3 heart ring too. So it really shouldn't be that much of an issue for you. And it's better to get hit still by the statue shooters than it is by the Goma. And even if you didn't find the red ring, you will. There is another ring upgrade in level, the last level. So, yeah, you see how many times I've gotten hit, and I'm still plenty of health. And luckily, you get arrows from him. Now, if you try to go up, you're going to see this. And what you have to do here is use your arrows to take out these statues. That's why I suggested having 99 arrows for this place is not a bad idea. And luckily you do get arrow drop, so I mean, you should pretty much know what item you're gonna get here. So just continue on up. Now, those arrows do a lot of damage to you, so you want to just kind of grab the map and get out as fast as possible. And in this room, you gotta find the statue that gets you the key. Now, we're pretty much at the end at this point. So if you go down, yeah, you deal with Pole's voice, but you don't even need to use the arrows anymore, because they do virtually, 2 shots to get that. So that's the first small little bit of the level. And now that you've killed the Goma, you can go this way. And again, if you suffer too much damage, you could always have 6. But you really shouldn't have too much of an issue. And here you just have more Pole's voice and moblins. And I guess the reason they put moblins in this place was because they shoot arrows, I guess. I mean, there's really no other reason to put them in here at this point. I mean, you've had tougher enemies in level 9. And you want to use your feather as much as you can, of course, to get around some of these arrow rooms. And you just see how much damage they do. Now, you can't go up yet. And I believe there's instant enemy respawn in this room anyway. And you just have to find the right block to push in that room. So yeah, they call this arrow cave for a reason. You're gonna be using a lot of them. And I don't know what these poles voice are for, other than they cause you hassles, of course. But luckily, you also get plenty of arrows in the place too. So leave those arrows there for right now. And purple Goma here. And the best way to handle him is kind of to stay in one spot and just tank him out. You know, just tank him out. You know, try to get as many arrows in as you can, because you do have to kill him. And if you get too damaged, just go in the doorway and let yourself recharge a little bit, or use a potion or whatever the case may be. But it's not that hard. You just have to get him 9 times. And like I said, if you take too much damage, you could use a potion if you like, or you can sit in the doorway and wait till your health restores. Because you do have a level 3 heart ring. You just don't want to leave the room and have to restart the whole thing. So, you know, just wait, you know, till you get a bunch of health back. You know, once you have that, you know, go back in. And could you imagine? I don't think you could do this without the red ring, but you certainly could try. I mean, maybe you'll get hit more by statue shooters than the Goma. So now I'm gonna just wait till my health restores a little bit, because I'm down to like 3 hearts now. So I'll wait for 1 more heart to restore, and then I'll go back in. You know what? I'm too lazy. I'm gonna use a potion. I'll restore it later, before I go into the last level. And you have to kill him because you have to get that key. So just use your arrows on these guys. And here you have a Goma 3. And the best way to handle this one is just sit in the doorway. You know, don't bother trying to evade all this stuff, because you'll be on the losing side for sure. And once he's dead, switch over to your feather. And pretty simple room of moblins here. And there's your second key. And it's probably quicker if you follow the the belts on that one. So now you use both keys, and it's not necessarily obvious what to do here, but you know, it's an arrow dungeon. You figure you should use arrows, so that's how you get here. And remember how to kill these guys. You know, Luckily, the fireballs actually kind of penetrate. So just go down, and here you get your gold arrow, and we'll just F6 back to the start because that's where we have to be anyway. Because there's one spot that we haven't gone to yet. So let us go see what's over there. And luckily the Goma doesn't respawn. And luckily those guys don't respawn, but these guys do. But this is really not that hard. And the reason you need gold arrows is for this guy. Yeah, that's a Goma 4. And again, if you can hit him from the doorway, why bother with all the statue shooters? You know, it's just better for you. And I believe he takes 5 or 7 shots. And with the mirror shield, you can easily block his shots. So it's really not much of an issue. And I'm not worried about arrows at this point because I can always restock them if I need to. So this is to charge your hammer. I mean, I guess that's really optional. You really don't have to get that if you don't want. But you should. All right, now. And actually, there's a potion shop where we need to go anyway. Now, that is to the final area. So you don't want to go there just yet. Because there's another item you have to get first. And the reason I didn't go right from the start, first I want to recharge my potion so I don't forget. I mean, they're not very expensive. 20 rupees for a blue potion. Pretty cheap. And I want to make sure I have the full potions for the final stretch of the game. But if you came this way, you know, first, you would have been stopped pretty quickly right here anyway, so... So let's go in here, and we find the key cave. So join me next time as we take out the key cave. I know this is a pretty short part, but I want to save the key fortress for the next part. We're just about done after this, so we just have one more level to go. So join me next time as we take out the key cave. I'm Nitro6003, and I'll see you guys all next time.